Hey, hello everyone. I'm adjusting my music volume here. Oh, hello, at least Rod. You said you were watching. This dang cat! This cat right here. She keeps trying to get behind my thing. She keeps unplugging my cord to my monitor. I love you, but stop! Stop it! Her name is Catherine, so I just call her Cat. She's very nice. She's very good with kids. She's very terrible with computers. Awful. Now get out of here. Oh, stop it. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. All right, so I'm starting off on what I was doing last stream here. Just working on this night dude. Let's see here. Brush. No, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do text. Delete. Brush. So yeah, I'm just kind of screwing around, just kind of figuring stuff out. Not really having any. Whoops. What did I do? Hopefully my Photoshop's not screwing up again. Let me lock that layer. So okay, so that way it'll just be that. Okay. Streaming on YouTube instead of Facebook has been awesome. I've only done it once, but I had like really good performance on my computer. It's not lagging it down. Facebook seemed to hang it up pretty good. I know that everyone loves its thrilling conversation to be talking about the technical aspects of doing this. I think my keyboard might have run out of batteries. That would be hilarious if that happened right now of all times. No, it's still working. Why? Brush. There we go. I was on the wrong thing. That's all. Let's do some of this like purple in here. Add in a little bit of that kind of thing to make it blend a little better. I'm gonna do like kind of like alien patterns on these and make them look like it's some sort of a weird like temple kind of thing. I really don't know. I was just thinking about it today as I was working, and I was like, I want it to be like a weird like alien cathedral or something that this guy is walking through. So the way I started this sorry, I'm getting text messages about the stream actually, which is funny. Anyway, I kind of like having this purple, so it's like a green blending into a purple, kind of Disney villain colors. I'm thinking that this guy is going to be some sort of a bad guy. I have a whole kind of idea planned out for a story, and so right now what I've been doing is working on like the characters and everything and kind of settings that they would be in for the story. I've talked to a few people about a little bit about what I want to do, but I'm trying to play it a little close to the chest, you know? Whoa, I'm getting some lag. I wonder why. Last time I streamed, I wasn't getting any lag. Let me see what's going on here. Maybe it's because I put this little like, share, subscribe video on there, and that might have pushed it over the edge. Let me see something here. I don't have any. Oh, I have the remove background thing on here, but that shouldn't do anything. There's no noise removal on my mic. Strange. I have 5 views. Hey guys, whoever's watching. No comments. Oh, I see a kiss. Mad Samke, what's up, dude? So anyway, yeah. So I'm just kind of, right now I'm just screwing around. I came up with this, I was scribbling and like painting a bunch of rough, like just rough shapes, and then I came up with this, and I want to make it like a weird robot knight man. So he's gonna have little machine parts kind of in the back of his bucket hat. Is that Ricky? What's up, Ricky? I'll tell you all about the story later, dude. It's I'm excited about it. Why is this? Oh, it just looks brighter for some reason. I'm gonna come back through with like a lighting brush and make it, you know, all. So it is actually, it is in the same universe as the Canyon Ball. Who is this? Oh, it's Rod. What's up, Rod? I got Rod, Ricky, and Mad. 3 of my favorite people in the world. I'm so excited. I heard a toilet flush, and I don't know if you can see my kids behind me, but I'm trying to keep them off the stream. Anyway, I wanted to do like, I'm gonna work on that guy later. I'm just gonna keep him as a sketch for now, but I wanted to do like a pattern that's gonna repeat. Let me just like shrink this down and draw out some sort of a pattern that's gonna repeat over the walls. So it's gonna be like a, oh, I need to use a smaller brush than that. You can't see the Maria of the toilet. Good. I just, you know, you never know. So let's just draw like some like weird little crop circle kind of designs. I've been getting really into crop circle stuff recently. And then I'm gonna shrink these down, and hearing the toilet would be chaotic. Well, that's my whole life. But I don't want it just to be circles. I want it to be like a bunch of shapes and stuff. Well, the three shapes. I want it to be the 3 shapes. But then I'm gonna like repeat the pattern a bunch. So let me duplicate this, and then I'm going to flip it. Let's go transform, flip vertical. I'm gonna scooch it down like this so it lines up, and then I'm gonna merge these, and then I'm going to duplicate again, and then edit, transform, flip horizontal. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to merge these. And I'll probably have to shrink this down so I can... I might totally scrap this and go with something different, but I'm just trying to like do stuff fast. That's kind of my whole MO, is just like getting it done. But these are gonna be like, this pattern is gonna be like going across all the like the walls on these, so I gotta make like a long pattern. Whoops, come on. I guess that's good enough. Let's see. Alright, good enough. merge these and maybe one more. Let's see what it looks like. I'm going to save this as pattern. Hold on, let me see what the flush. Oh, that's a good song, Mad Flush. Oh man, Signs. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Love the Wii soundtrack. Yeah, it's all video game music, but like jazz versions of video game music. So let me duplicate this, and what I'm going to do is take it over here and shrink it so it looks like it's farther away. And then I'll probably blur it a little bit. Let me take out the sketch lines so it's more... Yeah, I'm definitely going to need that one longer. How do I do this? Nope. Hold on. I can't undo the... No! There we go. That's good enough. Take those out. Move this over here. Shrink it down. And then I'm going to duplicate it again. Yeah, it needs to be blurry. Way back there. Duplicate layer. Copy. But it's good enough. So let's... Oh, I could just merge down. So it just says pattern copy. And I'm kind of trying to get it... This isn't really a straight line either, so... But... I'm gonna just screw with it a little bit. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's fine. Because it's so far away... Oh, I need it to go above this one. And then I'm going to... duplicate again. I'm cheating a lot. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. Edit, transform, flip horizontally. Let's get this kind of over like this. It is amazing though, especially digitally, what you can get done just by, well, frankly, cheating. Alright, man, a bunch of comments. My goodness. Curious about the story. Okay, saw that. Gotta love Tetris, yes. You're gonna stream while I'm streaming and try to copy what I do, like watching Bob Ross in the 80s? Coltrane would probably love this song. What did I do here? There's two. Oh, yes. Okay. Move! I'm already getting confused about all my own stuff. Once I get the pattern kind of done on there, I'm going to take it and mess with it. In fact, I'm going to kind of do that now, where it looks big, and then I'm going to make it like blurry. I don't like that. Let me see if I can adjust the shape a little bit. It looks good enough. Duplicate layer. Control T. Scooch this over here like that, and oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh. I'm like way screwing this up. I'll just change the rotation a little bit like that. Let it come off. And don't worry, it may look like crap now, but it might look even worse later. We'll never know. Nice visual rhythms. Thank you. Home invasions? That'd be great. I welcome it. Go for it. Alright, let me merge all these together. No, not that. I hit the wrong buttons a lot. So, get ready for that. Let me do it this way. Because I'm too lazy to rename layers. So, with this now, let me just turn the opacity down a little bit. No, I don't like that. I'm going to just change the color of it. Let me lock the layer. And then I can just paint over the top of it lightly with a different color so it kind of blends in a little more. Maybe go a little darker on some of these. And then I'm going to do like lines on here, like there's going to be some stuff back behind. So let's do a new layer, shrink this down. That same color that I was using, let's just kind of make like a... Ugh, I don't like that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cheat again. Oh, whoops. Go to the new layer. I'm gonna... If you hold shift and then you drag down, it'll be a straight line, and then I can just adjust it to where I want it to go. And it's like no one ever knew that it was there. My cat is screaming somewhere. Probably screaming for Jonas. And I'm going to duplicate that again. And let's move this over here to this one and kind of do the same thing. Just have it kind of go down like that. It's good enough. Merge layers. New layer. Let's do like a big square. I'm gonna do it like this. Need a cat cam. She wouldn't sit still long enough for a cat cam. She's all over the place. She's like a month old. That's not lined up right. Good enough. Duplicate. Control T to move it. I should just use my mouse. That might be a little easier. Oh, maybe not. I'll use the arrows. I'm not looking for perfection or anything, so you know. Who wants perfection anyway? A great artist that I love, and I love his work. She is... Yes, she's pretty much a vagabond. My son found her on his way home. What is this? That's that. And that's... Why is that layer 7 copy again? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Squares. My son found her on a... when he was walking home in a ditch. And he was trying to find a home for her, and I said, forget it, just bring her home. And so we did, and now we have a cat. A little kitten. That's good there, but I kind of want to shrink this in a little. I love this song. If any of you guys have ever played Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones, it was one for the Game Boy Advance. I loved that game, and it had some really good music. I'm definitely gonna have to work on like some of the oh, I don't like that. Whatever, that looks fine like that. I'm seeing the Fugitive 3 starring Jason's cat. Her name is just Cat. Catherine. Fire Emblem is pretty Final Fantasy-ish, but it's more of like Final Fantasy Tactics before Tactics. The first Fire Emblem was, at least. Let's see here. I want to merge all these. I kind of want to save that. Whatever. Merge layers. I kind of want the patterns to look different too. Cat. She's trying to do it again. All right, cat cam. Whoa! 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 Get out of here. Ow! The stream was extreme. Extreme. Let's merge that down and just do... where? So once I get the patterns down on these, I can start working on the guy. Fire Emblem is cool. I like Final Fantasy Tactics better because the system is super, like, robust, I guess. But Fire Emblem, every time you like get in a battle and you move your units around, when they get into a fight against another unit, it goes to like a screen and it shows like both the units. And depending on their health, it's like if you have full health with like a squadron of archers, there'll be like 5 archers there. And then they actually show them like clash, and then they'll as the health goes down, they get injured, and like they'll lose units, and like whenever they're really low health, there's only going to be 1 archer there, and he's like, oh, pew. Let's see. I think that's good enough for that. I'm gonna probably like put some like fog and stuff in it and make it look like it's weird. So now I can do the second. I need a new tablet, I think, because my pen keeps thinking I'm like my tablet keeps thinking I'm double clicking my pen, and that's what brings up this screen that I keep having to close out, because I never am wanting to double click, or hardly ever. If I want to do that, I'll right click on it and do this, but oh, whatever. It's a very, very minor thing to be complaining about. Let's shrink this down a little bit. Just have it kind of running across there. That's good enough. Maybe scooch it a little more to the edge, and I'm gonna like change the angle of it a little bit. That's good enough. Let's duplicate this again. Again and again and again. Thanks guys for hanging out. It's nice. I like it. I should have paid more attention to what the size was, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. It's all relative anyway. I'm gonna probably paint over everything. That's what I did on that snowy mountain one too. I kind of did a whole bunch of just 1,000 tiny little brush strokes. Let me just move that up like that. And let me scooch it. And then I'll just make it a clipping mask. So it's it will disappear. Whoops, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, I just zoomed it in. Oh, that's nice, actually. A little bigger. I hope all my weird GIFs and stuff that I have on the screen aren't too distracting, but I thought it was interesting to look at. I'm kind of just trying something new, you know? And now that I have that layer, I'll just duplicate it, drag it down here, line it up a little bit. Looks good enough, and then I'm going to blend that in, merge that down. And tell me about audio levels and stuff too. If something needs to change, it'd be nice to be able to adjust. You've trained your eyes already. You know, speaking of like training your eyes, oh, let me, one. Let's create clipping mask there, merge that down, and then that way I can lock this. That show Midnight Gospel, have you ever seen that? It's pretty awesome, and what it is like they took a podcast that they did, and oh, seems fine on phone, sounds good too, sweet. They made the show hard to watch, like with a bunch of busy stuff going on, and the whole thing was that they like used psychology to do it, and they like made it hard to watch so that you really had to pay attention to the words, and it was basically like an exercise in meditation, and it's awesome. Duncan Trussell, yes, I love Duncan Trussell. He's awesome. Super Christian now too, which is pretty cool. It's really funny though, like people say he's right wing, and it's like he's not right wing, he's just Christian. He has a lot of pretty liberal beliefs. Cat cam again. Whoa. I need to get a sound cue that like just plays like crazy electric guitar solos every time she pops up. Yeah. Anime trained you. Dude, anime is nuts. I love anime, and I wish I could watch it more, but then at the same time it's like, it's just, there's so much in life to do, and especially with kids. You know what show I really like is One Punch Man. I shouldn't have turned that yet. Let me undo. I'm gonna make this longer. Probably gonna have to zoom in for that, and drag this down, hold control on the middle one, and bring it up. Like that, and then I can make it skinnier too. I don't want it to be that crazy. But One Punch Man is probably like my favorite anime right now. Whoa. Now that that's adjusted, I can kind of work on good enough there. You know what it makes me, I get a little sad, not really sad, but just I want to watch it, but I also want to wait and watch it with the dub with my kids. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep the same pattern repeating on all the patterns. The same pattern on all the patterns. Words are hard. And I'm going to do the same thing, kind of lighten that a little. I want it to look not uniform. So, like I don't want everything to just be like one solid color. Oh, hey, speaking of Final Fantasy, this is a good song. Oh, let me adjust my camera a little bit. I don't want to be way out. There we go. I've never seen Scavengers of Rain. I don't even know what it's about. This cat, every time I'm on my computer, she's like, let me get up in that. You know what I should do? I should just save the color that I'm on a different thing. I'm using a lot of technical terms. I hope you guys are keeping up. Hold on. That's like how they made the pilgrim steps different sizes so that you have to focus on each step. Oh! I didn't think about that. So let's do another square, a little bigger this time. Oh, I'm doing... Oh, well, whatever. Good enough. Now let's just hold control and kind of change this angle of it. The shangle? The angle, the dangle? Let's go down a little bit. It's good enough like that. And then let's merge down. Duplicate. And let's bring this over here. And we're gonna adjust. Nope. I'm clicking wrong. I'm clicking all kinds of wrong. Whoa, this is not what I wanted it to be. Let's see, like that. Angle. No. This way. Maybe. Let me zoom in a little and bring it over here. Let's just bring this over here. Looks good enough for me. So that means it better be good enough for you guys. I can just erase those little weird sticky uppy spots. I lost my thing for a second. I don't know if my internet lagged. It didn't look like it. It doesn't show any dropped frames on my OBS either. So I don't know what the deal was, but like my music stopped. And yeah, I don't know. But internet's just weird. You know what I mean? Okay. That looks good enough there. So now I can take that and merge all these together. Merge. Oh, I should make that a clipping mask too. Let me brush these out a little bit. So what's that thing about the pilgrims? Tell me about that. That sounds cool. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't lock the layer. I'm forgetting so many steps. Let me go back to that. Let me lock it. And now... Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about the internet sometimes. I think it's going to be the death of us all. But this isn't the tinfoil hat segment of the stream yet. That's weird, because I'm not showing 0 dropped frames. Let me check my audio here. Maybe it's my headphones. I'm not seeing anything like cutting out here. Very strange. Oh, Rod with the connecting the dots. It's true. It is pretty crazy. Alright, so now we got this. Let's do another. Let's just mess with this other pattern here. Let's get this one on this little section of the wall here. It's going to be blocked by that's good enough. Let me bring it down below the guy. I got to come up with a name for him. Signal lost audio. Signal lost audio wise. The show that made you lose focus with all the distractions. Ah, yeah. Dude, that show, Midnight Gospel, if you ever get a wild hair, decide to watch it, it is awesome. Every episode you could watch like 3 or 4 different times and get something different out of it because it's so just meditative, you know. It's very crazy on purpose. Let me do that and do that. Cat, I swear. What are you doing? No, don't go back there. I need to get a new HDMI cable for my monitor, and she keeps messing with it, and then it disconnects my monitor and makes it to where I can't see what I'm doing. She likes to sit on my shoulder, though. Maybe she'll sit on my shoulder. You gonna chillax up here? Oh, she's purring like crazy. I don't know if you can hear it. Maybe she'll stay. That'd be cool. Alright. Oops. I did the wrong color there. Ow! Oh, she's clawing into my shoulder. Just click that, drag that over here. Ow! Cat? This is the self-flagellation portion of the stream. I did this to myself. Alright. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know why I'm striving for perfection. Dude, Final Fantasy IX. Heck yeah, man. You're talking my language now. Merge these down. Let me change back to this and paint these lines the right color. It's one thing I love about digital. I mean, I love physical painting, but like with digital, it's so much faster. I've done a bunch of physical stuff where I've had to, like, you know, really draw out every little thing, and I'm glad I don't have to do that. There is a bug inside my lamp, and it's an LED lantern. Like, how did a bug get back there? Man, I'm getting, like, way distracted. This is bad news. Let's invisibilize that pattern. Let me fix this if I can. Just make it look like a little cleaner. You know what I should do? Rotate the canvas. hold shift and just... And let me go to my brush and I'll make it come out a little bit more. Hold shift. There, now it's a straight line. And then I can brush in those little bits there. Now I can do that again. Whoa! Oh, you played the Final Fantasy remake? You know, you might not like to hear my opinion on the Final Fantasy remake, but here we go. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We should talk about this when we do our podcast. That'd be a fun conversation to have. And Jesse would be so lost. Yeah, so they did the first two, and now are they keeping the remake down to one more thing, or are they gonna do are they gonna make that last part multiple parts? You know what I mean? Like, there's so much that happens after Aerith dies. Spoiler alert. I know spoiler alerts don't really work when you say them after the spoiler. Just pretend you didn't hear that if you didn't know. Let's see. Duplicate. Sorry that this is I'm not doing anything super fun right now, but conversation is very nice. It's making me very happy. I know that they're making a third one, but are they gonna do are they gonna expand on that whole chunk like they have on the Midgar was like a whole game, and Midgar in the original was just like the intro, you know? So how are they gonna do that? That's my question. I almost deleted the layers. Oh, hold on. Before I do this, let me duplicate that again. And this one is gonna go here. Kind of fitting next to the others. Just like so. And let's kind of... That's good enough there. Ricky, if you liked the Final Fantasy VII remake... Hold on. What did I miss? They're being quiet on how they'll conclude. Start the remake. Right, meow. Right, meow. Okay, which one is this? That's that one. Okay, now let's go over here. There's not really a whole lot for this to... No! There we go. I need to see the other end of it so I can kind of mess with the... Let me just change the angle a little. That's good enough. I'm gonna make these squares glow, I think. So these are all squares. Merge layers. Let's merge that. Oh, clipping mask. Always gotta do the clipping mask. Merge that down. Okay, that's locked. Okay, so now I can go through and just, brush. Make that a little bigger. Let's pick that and kind of make that just blend in a little bit there. what are the lines on that one? Okay, clipping mask. Merge down. So that it just blends in a little bit more that way too. Okay. All right, that's good enough. Now I want to go into, man, I'm going to take a break for a minute. How long have I been going? Almost an hour. I got a lot done in an hour. I mean, it looks pretty clean. As far as the sketch goes, it's still pretty spot on with the sketch. This one is one that I haven't really... No! Stay off of the computer. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a break for a second. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going to make him... I mean, it's because of the rest of the painting is so simple. Oh, let me show you what this started off as. So I was scribbling around a bunch and came up with that. So that was the start of the painting. I was just I had a big brush and I was just, you know, just scribbling around, just, you know, kind of doing this kind of a thing, and came up with this, and then I sketched over the top of it that, thinking that was going to be like a night dude, and then it'd be a great cover. Thank you, looking great, thanks. But anyway, yeah, so after that I was thinking that he would look real like cyberpunky, I guess, but like a knight, like, so, like, you know, he's got like the bucket helmet, and he's gonna have all kinds of little, like, I scribbled it around a little bit, but he's gonna have kind of a thing going into the back of his helmet here, and I'm gonna draw a bunch of little mechanical pieces and whatnot, and then like little like lights and stuff, like, you know how Darth Vader has all those little lights on his chest and stuff. But anyway, yeah, so I just kind of went in filling in the shapes and stuff of the sketch, and I wanted the background to be this kind of reddish, yellowish kind of thing, and that's where we are now. So after this, I'm going to take a tiny little break, and then I'm going to just start sketching more on the guy, and we'll see what we come up with. And then after that, I'll try to put more finishing touches on this thing and make it look nice and polished. Alright, I'll be right back. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. If you're not here when I get back, it's all good. I don't care. I don't even care. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, thanks. Like, this has been super awesome having somebody to talk with. So I'll be right back. Good night, son. Check out what I'm drawing. It's gonna be like a knight dude, and then he's in like a weird like alien temple thing. Oh, whoops! I forgot I had my mic on. I'm back. Anyway, that's what I'm drawing right now. Concurrent viewers too. I don't know who's still stuck around, but hi. It's been fun. Ricky, I don't know if you left. I see you said have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. Rod, what's up? So I'm gonna sketch more on this picture of this guy. I need to come up with a name for him. But for now, I'm just gonna call him Guy. Oh, let's call it Guy Sketch. Here's where the detail comes in a little more. So, let me pick my sketch brush. So anyway, this story that I'm coming up with, I've been kind of kicking around, is basically that, like, you know, everyone always talks about how they're all afraid of, like, nuclear war because it would cause a nuclear winter. Well, I was thinking, like, what if instead of a nuclear winter, what really happens is that the nuclear bombs like rip open portals to other dimensions and stuff, and all kinds of creatures come through, like you know, weird D&D creatures and stuff. So there's going to be like okay, that's good enough for the opacity. Is that on the right layer? Like beholders and stuff like that, you know, like coming through, and it's gonna be where basically, like, that's what, you know, like whenever you like read in the Bible about the tribulation, like that's basically what the tribulation is. Oh dude, it'd be fun to make it a game. What's up? Good night, son. I love you. See you in the morning. But yeah, so it's gonna be like there's this guy who's like the main character, his name's Sinister Goggles. Let me see. Let me open up, this is the latest, the one I did first when I started streaming. This guy right here, his name is Sinister Goggles. He's like the main character. He like was basically like a government experiment, and he always has to wear these goggles because they were doing like nuclear experiments with him, and they made his eyes portals to another dimension. And so he wears the goggles all the time because it freaks people out whenever they look at his eyes. Anyway, so animated series, movie, etc. I want to start it off as a comic strip and then like see where it goes. But right now I'm just like drawing all the like the main characters. Like this guy is like the main bad guy. And what it is he's like a knight, but then his helmet, like the front of his helmet, looks like a scuba suit. So it's got like this big, you know, porthole in it with, you know, the glass, and he basically like uses it to live. But I'm drawing the back of him right now. So I want it to look like kind of this cat. I love you. I love you. I do. Come out. Come out. Stop it. No. No. Don't. Well, don't do that. Don't do that, and I won't have to pull you out. You screwed something up. What did you do? You hit a button. Dang cat. Cat cam. I love you. Look at her eyes. Her eyes are cool. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, get down. And stay down. I hate you. No, I'm kidding. I love animals. I'm wearing a cat shirt. Can you tell? Oh, yeah, you can. This is my favorite shirt. It was a costume shirt. I found it. I ordered it on Amazon, and it fit really well. So I was like, that's a shirt. That's not a costume shirt. Okay, let me work on... I want this tube to look tubular. Let me erase this here. So there's going to be like a port that goes into the back of his head. Let me do a new layer. Shrink this down a little bit. Okay, so I want it to kind of come out the back. I don't like that. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs right here. Kind of come off to the side and out. And then it's going to be going into a thing in the back. These are all technical terms. A thing. I could do a lot more of my actual art school type stuff and do this, but I'm really just like speed drawing, so I'm not that worried about, all the intricacies. At least not yet. I can always refine more as I get deeper into it. You're gonna unplug my monitor. Stop it. Get out. Get out. Go. Go. Oh, now she thinks I'm playing with her. Oh, she did it. She did it. My monitor went. Oh, it's back. Stay on my shoulder. Hang out. Just be happy. You get freaking 4 square meals a day. Not 3 like normal people. You get like 8. You eat all the time. Her belly, it's so funny. Her belly sticks out so far. Let's see. I want there to be kind of a little kind of hollow, like rim type of thing around. And it'll go straight down here, and then there's going to be a little like lights and stuff right there. That's going to be kind of shaded in, and then it's going to close off there like that. And there's going to be this whole part here that kind of comes up, and it's kind of these like neck guards, I guess. And then there's going to be kind of a little thing here, so it comes down. This is going to come around his shoulder, kind of like this. Comes out, comes down here, and swoop down. So have that like that. This is going to come down as well. There's going to be another little, there's going to be like designs here. I don't know what yet. Maybe this. Maybe he's like a white mage from Final Fantasy. All the Final Fantasies, they have that little pattern. And then this This is going to come up and be the back pauldron. And then there's this other little thing here that kind of comes through like this. What are you doing? She's like sliding down my back in between my back and the chair. Okay, and then we'll see kind of the front of that a little bit. There's going to be this. This is going to come up here. And then there's got to be kind of a little thing. Again, more technical terms. The thing. It's like an advanced spacesuit or like a just a life preservation suit. And there's going to be like, you know, like those rubber folds right here in between his suit and his armor. There's going to be a little thing here, kind of just coming around like that. I'm going to clean up all these lines, so don't you worry, he said to himself, because nobody else cares. Alright, that looks good enough for now. And then there's going to be another little panel down here with more lights. There's going to be like a little dial thing here, and then a circle. And then a couple more lights on either side. Just something like that. Can you see the cat? She's just sitting on the back of my chair now on a little neck cushion thing. Alright, that looks good enough. Let's kind of go into a little more detail about. Oh, let me merge these down. Merge down. Merge down. Make another new layer so I can kind of. There's kind of the midpoint there, like that. Shadow wise, there's just going to be kind of a shadow on each side. Maybe not shadow, maybe that's like rim lighting. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to scribble this in like this. Scribble that in there. Anyway, this is. A lot of people don't like other people seeing their process. I don't care because I'm always making it up as I go. And it's always fun to hang out with people while I do it. So like I said, I know it's boring, but I hope that you have fun. So cape-wise, let's do another new layer. Let's make that the cape. Cape's just going to come down. There's going to be a little, probably a little fold right there that kind of comes down. There's going to be this little bit here. No boredom at all. Heck yeah. Oh. But like you said, when you said chaotic, it's like, that's my whole life, man. Especially with kids, but then kids and cats. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more and make this a little better. Let's have the cape be kind of like this. And then a little more here, so it's kind of comes down. I heard a thud outside. That didn't come from my kid's room. That's very strange. I don't know if I like that. My car's been stolen once already. Maybe I should go check. Hold on. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna just leave it going. I'll be right back. And I do too have gray hairs. They're in my beard though, and you can't really see them on the stream, but I got them. I got them. And as far as the gray hair thing goes, I know you know this part all too well. I can't grow any hair on my head. So there's that. See, I want these wrinkles in the cape to kind of move along from here to here like this and kind of go down. Very scribbly right now, but you can always clean it up later. Yeah, I did. I embraced it. I love it. Honestly, being bald, catching a good breeze on your freaking bald dome, it's awesome. Alright, that should be good enough for the cape for now. There's going to be a little thing in there like that. Now let's go to the arm and have it... I don't know what I want to do with the arm. Maybe he's going to have like a little sticky outy... No, wait, you know what? I'm just going to... He's going to have like a cloud. Others get jealous of that sensation, that's right. He's gonna have a little sticky outy thing, like, you know how Cloud has that weird little nipple on his pauldron where it looks like it should have been like a horn, but it got cut off? He's gonna have that. So it's gonna be like that. Erase that off a little bit. I think a pauldron is a shoulder piece. I'm not sure. I ain't no medieval expert. Let me make a new layer so I'm not drawing on the same layer and then I can erase without erasing other stuff that I'm doing. Let's have this kind of come off this way and then come down and around kind of like that. There's going to be a little circle thing maybe? I don't know. Ugh! Cat! Come here. Cat cam! I swear. Ow! I love you. Stop. It's really funny. She loves it when I like grab her like this. She starts purring all kinds when I grab her from the neck, and then she gets this look in her eyes. She's all, oh. And then she relaxes and she lets me hold her like this, all back. She's a very good cat. She's like super good with the kids, which is great. And we got a litter box like the first day that we had her, and she was already using it. It was pretty amazing. Let's do another circle thing here. And one more. Why not? One more little armor piece. So it's coming down like that. Now I need to do something for his elbow. Oh, let me make a new layer. The key to not screwing up your drawing is always making new layers so that you're not drawing over. Because now, look, I can draw over this, and if I don't like it, I can just erase it and not erase what I've already done. It's pretty amazing. I kind of like the shape language where it's like kind of built out of circles and squares, so I'm gonna try and keep that. So let's have kind of a circle there with a little cutout here, maybe. Kind of like that. And then have this come down up here like this, and this will be kind of just the start of the forearm bit. It's gonna be this little bit here that maybe there's like chainmail here or something. I still want it to be kind of nighty. So there's chainmail, then this is gonna come down like this and go. Oh, it should be, the armor should be on the top part of the arm, not the bottom. So I'm gonna have this just come, let's see, let's do a circle there and kind of have this come down like that. The outlining is cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's a rough sketch, but you know, if you can like get the idea of what I'm doing, then I've done my job as an artiste. So this will kind of come up there and then just come down like so, and then there's going to be this little part here. And there's going to be just, maybe there's like some sort of weird weave or something there, some sort of technological looking stuff. There's arm ends there, the forearm bit, and then there's going to be a little connector type thing here, and then there's going to be a top part that's going to kind of connect there and look like garbage right now. But I don't care, because I can always sketch over it again. His thumb isn't going to be showing up because it's hidden behind there. And then he's got his palm. It's going to kind of come down like that. Around the sword. Just trying to think in 3D shapes without like sketching the shapes out first is strange. Let me do. He's gonna have like weird cyber gloves, so I'm gonna do some sort of a weird pattern on there, and then I can draw the sword. That's looking a lot cooler. And then if I actually draw it out and then work on the lines good and then sketch them out. I mean, not sketch them out, but you know what I mean. That'd be really cool. That looks cool. I like that. And then the sword is going to be straight instead of like a curved sword, I think. So, let's do that. Let me merge all these together. Merge layer. Whoops. Merge down so I keep guy sketch there. I gotta come up with a name for him. He's gotta have some sort of a name that like sounds like a bad guy but isn't super cheesy, like Voldemort. Alright, let's just get a straight line here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's like Sir something for sure. Let me move this up a little bit. Sir Pickles. I don't know, man. Let's see. So I gotta have kind of a, gotta make it kind of a school. Well, I can always do that with shading, making it Sir Vlad. All right, that's cool. I like that. Zoom in. What are you doing? Why aren't you zooming in? Brush. Zoom. Oh, now it's zooming in. Let me erase that. Let's just make a little whoop. A little whoop. More technical terms. Whoops. And now that I've got that, I can work on the handle. Oh, let me erase this out. So it's not... Oh, I see what I did. That and that. Merge layers. Erase that out. Let me go to new layer. Brush. And let's work on making this thing look like it's like a weird sword. Like a weird techno sword. So it's gonna have kind of a thing here like this with that, and there's gonna be weird circles on it. Handle wise, let's see. I want it to have kind of just a straight up cross guard, like a knight sword kind of thing. So let's go like that. Let's do a circle type thing here. I like that. And have it come down here like this. Have it come up here with more circles. And come down again. So it kind of comes up and comes down. And then it's going to... That looks good enough. At least for now. I'll probably draw something cooler later, but let me erase this out. These kind of guidelines that I just made. Hard to keep track of the lines sometimes that I want to keep and the lines that I don't want to keep. Erase that out there. Alright. That looks... Nope. Wrong one. Nope. Undo. I gotta kind of perspective shift it a little bit because it's does that look okay? Looks alright. Good enough. It's another nice thing about Photoshop is being able to do stuff like that. There's going to be kind of a line of something going here, and then I'll do another one like that. And on the sword itself, let's have make another new layer. Let's have like a weird little plate kind of thing. I'm gonna have like just a straight up neon light along the blade of the sword, because it would be cool. I'm gonna have there be some sort of a thing here where there's another few little lights, and then there's just gonna be a neon light that just goes straight up the sword. Let's just kind of bring this in like this. Oh my gosh, that looks so messy. Let me erase that. Never mind. I guess I could just undo, but there was a bunch of little tiny brush strokes there. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of the sketch too. It's looking pretty cool. You know, I'm just gonna leave that like it is, and I will do more differentiation when I get to the actual painting stage. There we go. Guy, mask, and I got my brush. Let me change to my favorite brush, Painterly Blocking Brush. Now I gotta pick a color that stands out a little bit more. Let's do, before I had like a light blue. How's that? I'd say that stands out enough. No, it kind of blends it with that green that I have there. But on this, I'm gonna actually do lines. Like the other stuff in the background is not gonna have lines on it. I like differentiating the I like differentiating between the characters and the backgrounds. I like the backgrounds to look more painted and the characters to look drawn. Like on that other one, like on this one, the Canyon Ball one, like the painting, you know, there's not a lot of lines. There's a few lines, but not a lot. But then the character has, you know, full-on outline and stuff. I just like the kind of the stark contrast. Like it looks like these drawings were dropped in on top, because they were, but same thing I'm going for here is just having a difference between the character and the environment. And the cool thing about this, what I've done several times, I don't know if I will on this because I don't want to spend like a million years on it, is I will just keep adding on more stuff as I sketch. I'll add in more details in like really messy fashion, and then I'll go through with like a really clean, like a pen type brush, and really refine all the lines, make them really clean and straight and bold, and then I'll work on the painting after that so it looks like a really legit drawing. But like with that other one, that guy in the red, the snowsuit thing, like he wasn't really the focal point of the drawing. It was more that ball that was in the background. So with this one, like the guy needs to be really drawn in. I think I'm gonna end the stream though after I finish coloring him in, because I feel like I've done enough for tonight. I'm kind of surprised my cat's not attacking me though. That's kind of nice. And another thing too is I'll probably like be looking at like different reference pictures of like hand armor and stuff to really refine what I did here with the hand armor, because I don't know, something about it just doesn't look right to me. Anyway, Rod, your music, dude, it's really good. I want to use I want to do a podcast, and I was thinking like it'd be cool to have your music on like on the intros and stuff, or like you just like during like little interstitials where I'm talking. And so I was thinking, you know, if you want to sell it, you know, like depending on how much you would want to sell it for, I would love to try and buy it from you. I don't know if I have the money, but and it might have to be later on down the line, but your music is super good, dude. Especially those beats. I mean, I really like your raps. Those raps were super good. I was like, dang, dude, this guy's got bars. But I want the beats for like my thing. Although, like, I could end it with, like, if I was like ending the podcast, play one of your raps. So funny because I'm the whitest dude. I'm like, I like rap. My friend's a rapping man. Oh man, that's on YouTube forever now. Oh, whatever. Hey, I'm white. What can I do? But yeah, man, like, your stuff was so good. I was listening to it all day at work. I would like, I had it on YouTube, and I would just, hip hop is colorless now. Now it is, yeah. No, I don't know, dude. When I like go out listening to stuff, sometimes people are all like, But anyway, man, I was gonna say something. Whatever. I need to end this. I'm getting a little sleepy. I've been going for an hour and a half. I wonder. Yeah, most of that was just working on this. I'm pretty happy with it though. I like this so far. Whoops, I just hit my mic. Sorry if that sounded awful. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it for now. I don't know what I'm gonna do in this little corner yet. I might just leave it and have it be like dark, or I might have some sort of weird light here, and I'm gonna keep working on it later. But for now, thank you so much for hanging out. And if anybody comes and watches the rest of this later, thanks for hanging out and chatting. When you did, it was awesome. I had a really good time. And I'll be back on, I don't know, probably next week, maybe tomorrow night, depending. I know my best friend, if he doesn't have to work the next day, he probably will want to play video games, and I want to play video games with him. So we'll see. I want to do something about this. Blur these out while I'm here. That's that. That's the wall squares. I'm going to try something before let's see, BG, pattern. This is the problem with ADD. It's a problem, and it's great. Mid-ground, pattern. foreground pattern. Now if I take this and I go filter, let's make it a blur, Gaussian blur. That already looks so much better. Let me change the radius, make it smaller maybe a little bit. Let's do a 3 on that. So that's blurred out there. And then if I go here, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and make this, that's already a 3. Let's make that a 2, like that. And then the foreground pattern, I'll leave it, I'm gonna blur it a little bit. Filter, blur, let's make that just a 1. I could just type it in. Whoops. That doesn't do much, but that's in that front, but that's fine. That looks cool. That already gives it so much more dimension. And then, oh man, see, I knew it. I'm opening up a whole can of worms here. If I do some lighting effects, let me do a new layer. Clipping mask. Let me change to my brush. Dude, Mandar is, how do I say? She's elusive, if anything. Let's do a soft light, and let's have like, kind of like a red light, kind of. I don't like that. Let's make it more red, maybe. Let's try like super red, red. Kind of shining through here like this, and then erase it out a little bit so it. I've been trying to get Mandar to watch this one show that I love for so long called Norseman on Netflix, and she's Norwegian, and she still won't watch it, and it's been years. And then let's make another one. Let's pick this yellow color. Like that. And do another new layer. Clipping mask. And let's do soft white. And kind of just have a bit of light there. Not much. Just a bit. And then let's take this and make it a little darker. Oh boy, that really messes it up. Cancel. You have way too much in common. I don't know, dude. I don't want these to look like pillars, but they're looking like pillars. I'm gonna change this to like a blue light. See how that works. No, I think it needs to be red. Super red. Oh wait, brush. Just super red on both sides. And maybe this be darker. So it's more like a shadow than anything else. Maybe if I change it to hard light, what's that look like? And this hard light. I don't know if I like that. I need to just stop for now. Like I've already done enough on it. I can work on the lighting later. Yeah, they do look more like pillars, and that's fine. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going for either. Like, this has all been just a, you know, just a mess around kind of thing. But I'm liking it so far. It looks cool. I'm pretty happy with it. It's cool hanging out. What are all these? Oh, these are all the sword stuff. Let me just merge all those down to merge layers. Merge down. Let me lock that so it won't go away. I also think link layers, that's gone. If I move him or make him bigger a little bit, so he's like taking up the whole space. I don't know about that though. I like that. That's good enough. First thought, best thought. Okay. It's good enough. Alright. I'm ending this. It's time to take the pillow and put it over the stream's face. But first, that was a horrible way of saying it's time to end. Let me find my there's this one song that I really like to end on. And it fits so perfectly with the theme, because it's a little more cyberpunky. So, thanks for hanging out. Ooh, I'm big. Now I'm not. Now all my stuff is gone. Sorry, I'm just messing around now. Thanks, dude. Rod, thanks for hanging out, man. Everybody else, Ricky, Mike. Let's see if I missed any comments. Scrolling. What's the point? It was cool to hang out. I'm glad I got done what I got done. And we'll get more done later. Thanks. And a goodbye.